Hello everyone and welcome to another vlog of Soul with Locked In with the Liggins. I'm Mariah and welcome to the Liggins Family YouTube channel. So if you all are seeing this video, then you are all caught up to where we are right now. We're posting these videos late just because I need to retwist, y'all. I just put my hair up today because I just couldn't. But we're posting these videos late just because everybody that has watched our channel before know that we have had an interesting experience when it comes to growing our family. So a lot of times we don't announce a pregnancy early. We always wait until I'm in like the late second trimester at 24 weeks, which is viability, just because of what we've gone through in the past with stillbirth and miscarriage. If you're interested in learning more about our journey as far as our stillbirth journey, our early miscarriage journey, we had a early miscarriage in 2019 and a stillbirth in 2020 due to incompetent cervix. If you all are interested in any of that journey, click the playlist below this video and start from the beginning so that way you can get all caught up. But I didn't want to make this video about that. I really wanted to talk to you all about the current pregnancy because I am just in such a good space mentally, physically, emotionally, and I just wanted to talk about it in a video. So this is my first time this entire pregnancy being able to do a sit down video because y'all, it has been so busy and it's just like a miracle I've been able to even vlog what I vlogged. So if you're looking at this video, then you should have seen the video where I told Travis I was pregnant. So I took the pregnancy test and told him. At that point, I think I was only like barely 3 or 4 weeks, y'all. Then I filmed a video of me going to my first ultrasound appointment and us getting the news that it could have been twins. But if you watched our previous videos, then you know we finally found out that it wasn't. And I don't know, as far as me vlogging and stuff, if I'm going to combine that video with another video. That's my 7-week update. I'm not sure. But if you're watching this video, you've at least seen my first appointment that I had and maybe my 7-week video if it's not combined with my 4-week and 7-week. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. And then I filmed the video of me getting my second cervical cerclage. I say second because I had a cervical cerclage done with Kaisley, who is our rainbow baby that we had in 2021. That was such a fun journey to capture, y'all, even though I was going through a lot mentally, just coming off of the loss of our son and then having a rainbow baby like shortly after that. But we made it through, and so check that out in the playlist that I've already linked below. And so with this baby, I had another cervical cerclage, which went just fine. So in this video, I'm going to be doing a whole recap of the first trimester. I'm going to be talking about my symptoms. I'll be talking about my plan as far as birth plan and everything. And I'll be talking about my treatment plan on what's been going on with me and, you know, my conditions and everything while being a high-risk pregnant mom. And then just talking about plans for the future. All right. So the first thing I wanted to talk about before I get into all the nitty-gritty is just my mental state and how that's been going. So in this pregnancy, I have taken from the very beginning when I took the first pregnancy test, I promised myself once I got a positive, I was like, okay, I am not going to think about any of the things that happened in my previous pregnancies. I'm going to treat this pregnancy as its own independent pregnancy, which you should do all the time, to be honest. It's important to be knowledgeable and also obviously aware of what happened in your previous pregnancy. So I'm not delusional, but I'm not focusing in on it, like lasered in on, oh, this happened last time, that happened last time. Like all those negative emotions is only going to make your experience bad. And it's going to take away from the beauty of what's happening to you now. So what I've decided to do mentally is I have just decided to move forward. I've been just kind of treating this pregnancy like a regular pregnancy. I don't treat it like a high-risk pregnancy. I have been pretty much living my own regular life. Like nothing has really changed for me. With Kaisley, I spent a whole lot of time worrying about every little twinge I felt, every little pull I felt in my stomach. Every time I went to the bathroom, I was scared that I see blood. Like I was worried about every single thing. And unfortunately, it took away from her pregnancy. And I kind of was like mentally stressed out all the time. And then another thing was once we told family about the pregnancy, we got a lot of negative comments with people saying weird things. When I was pregnant with Khiro, we also got a lot of people saying negative stuff to us about like how much weight I was gaining, how I looked as a pregnant mother, how many kids are y'all gonna have. Like, people just say some of the weirdest things to me. And so this time what we decided to do was we are just mentally blocking out. If there's anybody that's going to be negative within this process, they will not be a part of it. We haven't told anybody about this pregnancy either, because it's just a part of us setting boundaries for our household and just having more control over who gets to know what information and when. Another reason why we like to keep our pregnancies just to ourselves and keep it private is because it is so personal to Travis and I, and we really enjoy having moments of just privacy. Sometimes as a couple, it's important to just have privacy, because then you have so many people and opinions and folks just saying things. We've experienced so much negativity in pregnancy that it's ridiculous. Even with our first one, we had our first baby, we got a lot of negativity from people saying things then. And then, you know, it's just, I don't think Travis and I have ever had a pregnancy where we didn't have family members in particular say nasty things about my weight gain, about how I look, about what Travis and I should be doing, like just so many things. And Travis and I have never let it get to us, but we always promise ourselves that we will never, we will distance ourselves from people like that while we're going through a pregnancy. And I think that can be respected. When you're a married couple, you make decisions that protects your household, and that's what we're doing. Honestly, a lot of those negative comments come from people that's in a different generation too. Sometimes generationally, people just come from a era where things were always so negative. And so for us, we're in a positive mindset, a positive generation, and we just don't look at it like that. Body image, when it comes to women, I don't think anybody should be making nasty comments about a pregnant woman growing a human being. It's crazy to me to tell a woman, you sure is big in your pregnancy, or you gaining a lot of weight. What positive comes out of comments like that? Nothing positive comes out of that. And the people that's saying it, I always look at them and think to myself, what did you expect somebody to get from that? Like, there's nothing empowering about making a pregnant woman feel uncomfortable while they're already growing a life, while they're already looking different, feeling different, and going through a lot emotionally. Why not give them something positive to say? And if you don't have anything positive to say, don't say anything at all. There's nothing constructive about saying and commenting about a woman's weight. So I won't harp on that too long, y'all, because that's one of my biggest pet peeves. I can't stand when people put pregnant women down. Is I have chosen mentally to just block a lot of things out. I'm being very selective about who I tell and when I tell them, and I'm just taking time for me. I've been really enjoying this process. Me and Travis have had a great time in this pregnancy, and our first trimester is actually over, and it was a beautiful first trimester. The second thing is the symptoms and how I started to think that I might be pregnant, because in the video you kind of just see me start taking the test, and I'm kind of talking about how I'm feeling about taking the test and stuff like that, but I don't really go into like what made me think I need to take one. So we probably conceived, what Travis and I believe and what the doctor believed, was in August. People that know us know we work in higher education, and so August for educators is the busiest time of the year for us, like busy. August, December, and May, but really August and May, crazy. So, and August is the worst of them all. So in August, normally I'm pretty on top of my cycle and tracking everything. But in August I had like a weird, like at the end, like end of July, my cycle was late, and I was wondering why. I was like, what's going on? And I was like, maybe it's the stress. And sure enough, it was the stress of like starting the new school year, and then I work in education. It was crazy. So I started to think in my mind, like, okay, what's going on with my cycle? So I had a weird cycle in August or whatnot. It was a lot heavier. It was a lot on me. It lasted more days. It was so much. And so after my cycle was over, I really didn't think about anything. Travis and I was just trying to survive the month, honestly. And that was it. And so after that, a couple weeks passed, September hit, and it just, the month kept going, and you know, my cycle came, and I wasn't really thinking about it because, again, I was just so busy. And then one day I was like, when my cycle's supposed to come? So I was at work and I checked the app, and it basically told me I was really late, like 6-7 days late. And I was like, but it was late in August. But my cycle has never been late in my life except for when I'm pregnant though. So that's why I was like, okay, well, it was late in August. I wasn't pregnant in August. Maybe it's late again in September because I had a weird August cycle. So I go and I was like, let me get a couple pregnancy tests and see. Well, I saw, and it was a pregnant, so, and you all saw me tell Travis. So, as far as like if this baby was planned, no, Travis and I always have thought about growing our family just one more time, but we had a thought on when we might try that, but we just wasn't intentionally trying in August. So it was a surprise for us, but we were definitely very excited. So that was really exciting. So that's kind of like the thought process before we found out and all of that. All right, so some quick symptoms. Oh, before I say symptoms, I did want to talk about the plan first for this pregnancy, because we are doing some things different. Thing number one that we're doing different, is we are not telling anybody the name of the baby until the birth of the baby. And with Khyler, I will say our firstborn, we didn't tell anybody her name until she was, we did a gender reveal. And at the gender reveal at like 15 weeks, that's when we told people the name of the baby. And then, so we waited even then. People didn't know the name. And me and Travis and I knew it. And we knew it for a long time. With Khiro, we went on and told everybody the name when he was born, just because he was born at 22 weeks and 3 days. And he was stillborn. We didn't really get a chance to plan like special moments for him. So we just told them when he was born. But that's understandable. And then Kaisley, we didn't tell anybody her name until the baby shower. So we had a virtual baby shower for her because it was during the pandemic, and I was also hospitalized at the time, so I wasn't able to have a really nice baby shower with Kaisley. And I didn't get a baby shower with Khiro just because of what happened. And then with Khyler, our firstborn, finances was tight, and I didn't really get a real big baby shower at that time either. My girlfriend, one of my best friends, threw it, but it was, you know, it was an experience, and I was very thankful for that. And she did as much as she could, but she didn't have the help and support that she needed, and that was not her fault. So I love her to death. Like to this day, she always coming through for me, but she did her best. And so that's the first thing that's different. We are not telling anybody the name at all until we give birth. So that's going to be exciting. The second thing is if everything works out with this pregnancy, I'm having a very big baby shower in Chattanooga. For the first time, I'm going to actually have a decorator. I'm going to get an actual cake customized and made. I'm doing the whole 9 yards, y'all, because I've never gotten that experience, and this could be our last baby. And if so, I'm going all the way out, period. The third thing that's going to be different is I have never taken professional maternity photos before. Never. Travis and I have always done them ourselves just because we just didn't really want to spend the money on like all these pictures. However, and we've always done a really good job. And so we've done photos for Kaisley, photos for Khyler. And with Khiro, I just did a couple little pictures outside just because of our circumstance. And so that's something different. We've never done professional photos, and I'm actually going to do at least 2 photo shoots this time. I'm going to do one at 24 weeks just to mark that milestone, probably by myself. And then I'm going to do a family photo shoot at like 28 or 29 weeks, probably 29 weeks. I'm gonna do a family photo shoot, so with everybody. So I'm really excited about that, and I'm looking forward to it. The next thing that's going to be different in this pregnancy is we are not finding out the gender until we have the baby. So that is another thing. So the baby shower is going to be a gender neutral baby shower, which I've already picked out the theme. I've already planned out all the things. I am not going to book anything for the baby shower though until I get closer to 24 weeks when I hit viability. And so I might put a deposit down on a venue at least, probably when I get 2021. And that's still too early for me just because I still get nervous about that kind of stuff, because I want to make sure that like this pregnancy is going to be a viable one before I spend the money on a deposit. So I'm still going back and forth with that, but I want to have a venue because that would be great. So there's that. And so we're not finding out the gender. With Kaisley, we found out the gender at 13 weeks pretty early because we wanted to do genetic testing. After we lost Khiro, we just wanted to make sure everything was okay. With Khiro, yeah, we found out his gender too at about 19 weeks is when we found out his. So that was at his anatomy scan. So we waited with him. With Khyler, we also waited to her anatomy scan. So Kaisley was the only one that we actually found out a little bit earlier because we wanted to do genetic testing because we wasn't sure when Khiro passed if it had something to do with that. But we now know it's incompetent service to why he passed and nothing genetic. So yeah, with this baby we won't be finding out, and I'm really excited. And then finally, to go over my birth plan. So with Khyler, I had a natural childbirth, vaginal delivery. It was amazing. With Khiro, I had a vaginal delivery with him. It was all natural. With Kaisley, unfortunately, I had to have a C-section because her heart rate was dropping real low and she wasn't tolerating pushing. So with this baby, and the nickname for this baby, we call this baby 11, and that's just because Travis and I have angel numbers all the time. Like he sees 1111 every single day all day, and I see 1111 every day all day, like all the time. And so we call this baby our angel baby, and it's 11. It's what we call the baby. So you'll hear me say 11 a lot because that's the baby's nickname right now. So anyway, what was I just saying? I already got mom brain, y'all. I don't even remember what I was talking about. It was something that I was telling y'all. I don't remember what it was. Yeah, I might have to rewind it so I can remember. Hold on. Yeah, I don't remember, but I think I was about to tell y'all about what we're gonna do as far as like the counter birth. Yes, I was about to tell y'all about the care. So this time I'm actually, so currently I'm seeing an OBGYN, and I have already had my cervical supply, so you all know that. I'm taking a baby aspirin, 81 milligrams every day, and then I take progesterone suppositories every night. That's just like regular protocol for me, so it's nothing new or nothing odd. So that's cool. And I'm seeing a maternal fetal medicine doctor. That's a high risk doctor that I see every 2 to 3 weeks. So my OB I see monthly, and then my high risk doctor I see every 2 to 3 weeks to check my cervix and to make sure everything is still normal, which I love just because I get to see the baby more. So that's what's happening. My hopes this time, you know, everything happens, so we'll see. I'm hoping to have a natural childbirth this time, unmedicated. So we'll see. I don't know if I'll get to do that, but just because I'm high risk and they may have to, you know, give me whatever they need so that way they can I can have the baby, but we'll see. Another plan is I'm actually going to switch to a midwife. So I've been working with an OBGYN. It's fine, but I just really want, from my last experience, I really want to have all the things I never got to have. So what's new in this pregnancy is I want to switch over to a midwife because that's something that I want. I'm going to do a midwife at a practice or whatnot. So I've really been wanting that more natural approach to my experience. Even though I'm high risk, I am seeing a high risk doctor. I'm seeing an MFM. So I'm still covered in that regard. So I can still have a midwife OB if I would like, you know, if I'm midwife. So I'm gonna actually take that. Another thing that I'm doing differently this time, it was one other. Oh yes, I'm in search for a doula, and actually it has been hard to find a doula that I would like. I'm looking for an African-American doula here in Atlanta. I would love for her to be a Hebrew Israelite doula. That is the faith that I'm in, but if not, at least a spiritual doula I would love to have. So I've been on the search for that, and it has been actually really hard to find a doula, and I didn't think it would be. I signed up for an event that's taking place tomorrow with some African-American doulas. They're hosting from 7 to 9. They're hosting like a free event. I wish it wasn't so late, y'all, because your girl be tired. So I'm gonna see about going to that, but I be tired. So it's from 7 to 9. I don't know, I'm thinking about it, y'all. That's like late. So, but it's gonna be doulas there, and you can meet doulas or whatnot. So I'm thinking about going. I already RSVP, so we'll see. But yes, I'm trying to get a doula, and I want to have one locked in by like 18, 19 weeks at the latest. And that's when my pregnancies tend to get a little more challenging. My symptoms this time is, so I don't know the gender of the baby at all. None of us do. I will just give you all the symptoms I've been experiencing, and then y'all tell me what y'all think, okay? So with Khyler and Kaisley, the symptoms that I experienced was I craved Caesar salads, or salads period, for both girls. I wanted salads. I also craved red Powerades all the time, and sub sandwiches. Those were like the common things for the girls. I always wanted that stuff, right? With them, I couldn't eat spaghetti either. I know this sounds super specific, but I could not eat spaghetti. I would throw up if I ate spaghetti with the girls. Like, it was horrible. And I couldn't really eat meat with them at all either, because it would make me feel just really weird. With Khiro, this was our boy that we lost. I wanted spicy foods, everything hearty. Like I wanted a steak, I wanted tacos, nachos. I could eat spaghetti with Khiro. I wanted anything spicy. Like it had to have hot sauce, jalapenos. It needed to be bringing the fire, okay? So that's how I was with him. I didn't want any salad. I ain't want no fruit. I had to eat, okay? And that's how I was with him. So you heard my symptoms for girl and boy. 2 girls had the exact same symptoms, and then I've had 1 boy. So with this baby, the symptoms that I've been experiencing, again, I don't know the gender at all, and I don't know, but here are the symptoms. And I know all pregnancies are different. You can have different symptoms and different pregnancies. I can have cravings for salads and still have a boy, right? I do know that. I understand. I'm not delusional. But I will say sometimes my body can be a little predictable. So, but I will tell you, here are my symptoms. With this pregnancy, I have been wanting, my very first like 4 weeks after I found out I was pregnant, I had to have a hot dog. Like I ate so many hot dogs, it was horrible. And people that know me know I actually don't eat a lot of meat. I'm more of a vegetarian, but with this pregnancy, please. And then I ended up eating 7 tacos in one sitting one time. That's not like me at all. I barely eat. Like my mom will tell you, Travis will tell you, I might eat 2 tacos if that. 7 inhaled, okay? I have to have all things spicy, jalapeno. I gotta have it, okay? I had some hot fries yesterday. I had to go buy another bag. And that's bad, y'all. I understand that's horrible for the baby, but I just had to have them. And so even me sitting here talking about tacos, I want a taco right now. So that has been my symptoms with that. The food thing. As far as other symptoms, okay, with Khyler and Kaisley, I would get nauseous and I would actually throw up. With Khiro, I would be nauseous but never throw up. With this baby, I'm nauseous and never throw up. That's how this has gone this entire time. And then other symptoms with this, Khyler and Kaisley was always on my left side when I was getting ultrasounds done, when they were checking on the baby, like they were always on my left. Khiro was on my right side. This baby is on my right. And again, I'm not saying any of these symptoms could be vice versa. Like I could be having a girl and it's the same symptoms as the girls or the boy, you know, whatever. Like I understand, but I'm just telling you from my history and what I'm experiencing now, it's kind of identical. Like it's kind of giving boy, but I don't know. Honestly, I don't. We might be having a house full of girls, and if we are, pray for us. So that is basically my symptoms. Other than that, I've been pretty okay. I've been a little emotional in this pregnancy more than the others. And I was emotional in Khiro's, but that's just because we started going through so much, y'all. With Khyler and Kaisley, I was pretty much fine. But everything has been going fine with baby. Right now, as I'm filming this video, I'm actually 15 weeks, y'all, today, which is something else. 15 weeks today. And so far, my cervix, the last time I got it checked at 13 weeks, it was 4.5, measuring at 4.5. So let's hope we keep that energy going all the way, okay, y'all? So I'm really excited about this pregnancy. I'm in a good headspace. I'm just moving forward and vlogging the experience. So I'm gonna quickly show y'all my little bump that's finally starting to show, because it took a while, y'all, but here it is. Finally starting to show. It took a while for it to actually show, but that is the baby bump. And I've been okay. I've been fine. So I will check in with y'all soon. Click the link below this video so y'all can check out our playlist, subscribe to our channel, and we're coming back full force with our videos and putting all our content out, y'all. But we are really excited to have this happen to us, and we're just thankful to the Most High. See y'all in the next one.